Hello, good morning, everyone. Very good morning from us, the team here at Forex Briefcase and LCMS Traders. Okay, thank you for joining our daily call this Friday morning. Okay, it's so fast. This week has passed. We already had Jin back with us for 5 days already. Okay, for those new members, new attendees joining us today, very warm welcome to you. And for those existing members, these familiar faces, it's always nice to have you with us every day. Okay, so I'm just going to launch a quick poll here. Okay, whether just to find out how many of you are first timers. Okay, and while you are filling that in, I'm just going to do a short explanation on what is happening here every morning. Okay, so as you are filling that up and we have more people streaming in, we actually conduct this daily webinar at 11 a.m. where Jin will be walking through with us his thoughts and ideas for a specific currency pair for each day, or rather pairs. Okay, on Monday we have Australian and Kiwi. Okay, New Zealand. Tuesday we have the Euro. Wednesday pound. Yesterday we had yen and gold, and today Friday we have Canadian and oil. Okay, so today he'll be speaking about US CAD and all, as they have share some correlation there. Okay, he will take us through different time frames. Hence, this webinar will be very beneficial for those longer term investors as well as short term traders. He will be going through what could move prices, some possible trade ideas, and also highlighting potential targets and risks for each setup. However, just a disclaimer, any information shared by Jin is not intended to be a trade recommendation, but solely his opinions and views. So please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trades. Okay, so I'm your host today, Jonathan. A short introduction about myself. I have known Jin for about 5 years as a student. Start off as a student, after that working together to be a trader and coach, and now a business partner with both Forex Briefcase and LCMS Traders. So as you've seen in the video earlier, what do we actually do? So LCMS Traders is where Jin runs his training academy, where we share a lot of information about Forex trading. Okay, and Forex Briefcase, which is our managed account service, where Jin trades an AUM of about more than over 8 million USD every day. Apart from running these two companies, he has also been invited to speak on many stages globally. Okay, and I'm sure some of you might have been here or known about us through those events. Okay, so thank you for filling up the poll. Again, a warm welcome to those joining us for the first time today. Okay, I'm just going to launch another poll, okay, to find out how did you know about us. Okay, so this list is not exhaustive. If you found us through TradingView, like I mentioned, any events that you've seen Jin on, okay, you are welcome to put it in the chat. Okay, so yeah, just to know a little bit more about you. So without further ado, today Jin will be going through US CAD and all. Yeah, so Jin, you may hand over to you and start the analysis.
Alrighty, thanks for that, John. I thought you were doing such a good job, you should just run the whole analysis as well. You up for that?
Well, not today. I'm not prepared since I've been waiting for so long for you to come back the last week. So anyway, anything I say is taught by you, so I think it's better to hear from you.
Okay, so let's get started. Let me see. All right, so we're talking about the US CAD today. We are live on Facebook. You can see that I'm not super keen to be talking about this because I don't think that's going to be a lot happening for the US CAD or for oil, but I'll still guide you through the thought process for these two instruments. If you have any questions, put it in the chat on the Zoom chat on the site. If you are joining us on Facebook, then click on the link and come join us on Zoom. We do this every day at 11 a.m. Singapore time. Okay, so just to have a look at it quickly, you see my Forex factory chart? Yes, you do. Good stuff. All right, so Forex Factory again today, Friday. We're looking at not much news for the CAD in particular, but we have the Euro news at 3:15 all the way to about 4 o'clock. Right, so those are the news that are coming up. But I have spoken extensively about the Euro PMI numbers when I spoke about the Euro on Tuesday morning. So if you want to be trading the Euro news, check back on what I said could happen on a Tuesday video. Because it's end of the week, let's look into what's going to happen next week, especially for the US CAD. On Monday, nothing much happening. On Tuesday as well. Wednesday, again, we have the Aussie news. We'll talk about that on Monday next week. Thursdays, as I said yesterday already, Thursday is going to be important. Thursday morning, we have the FOMC statements coming from the US. The funds rate, they're probably going to hold it at less than 0.25%. So no change there, but it's just going to be more about paying attention to what their view is regarding the overall economic environment being influenced by the COVID cases, being influenced by now not so much unrest in the US, but the high numbers. I think just this morning I was reading the news, it was almost at 4 million already, or they've reached 4 million cases already. So very significant numbers, which are leading towards that weaker US dollar. So all eyes are going to be poised on Thursday morning, 2 a.m., 2:30 a.m. during the press conference to see what the FOMC is going to do or what they have up their sleeves to try and influence or try to stimulate the economy, to support the US dollar. Although a slightly weaker US dollar now is probably going to be beneficial for the US economic environment. The weaker US dollar will make things a bit cheaper so that they can stimulate activity, stimulate imports and exports a bit more to boost productions and also overall employability as well. So that whole scheme of things, we are going to see weaker US dollar, but probably I think that in the short medium term is weaker US, but maybe in the longer term we'll see that rebound come in soon. Okay, so that's Thursday morning. We've got Euro news again, US GDP numbers coming on Thursday. On Friday, we have the Canadian GDP numbers. So next week, Friday, 8 p.m., we have Canadian GDP numbers coming expected. Previous was minus 11%. We're going to be paying attention to what the forecast is going to be before, I'll give you my analysis of what the actual could be and how it affects the Canadian dollar as a whole. Okay, so in the overall scheme of things, as I said, through this whole week, we're probably going to see very good trending situations. Trade with the trend, you're going to see prices probably move to very high or very low levels, depending on the charts, trending to that same direction, reaching peaks, okay, or dips. But as it goes towards those extreme points, what I would say is be extra careful, because as it goes towards the extreme points, that point of reversal, when it happens, can be quite volatile and quite fast. So if you are trading and you're saying, hey, I want to ride this trade as long as possible, one thing that could happen is you don't close your trades. You're making money right now, you don't close your trades, the next moment it swings back all the way down and you're actually losing money. So trading situations, again, what I would best suggest is trade, actively manage your trades, realize your profits quickly. You don't lose money by realizing profits, right? So that's my tagline is you don't lose money by realizing profits. Make that money and then reevaluate your trades over and over again. Okay, so with that said, I think most of you, let's check the polls again. Pretty much all of you are Trader Club members already, so I'm not going to go through the Trader Club activity too in detail. But for those of you who are not Trader Club members, jump onto Facebook, join us on Traders Club. Search for LCMS Traders Club and click join. It is $49 a month to join, or $199 a year. Those Traders Club members, I'm looking at you, Robbie, because you are the only one on my screen right now. Jump onto the chat and also put it in the chat. Tell everyone else how beneficial the Traders Club has been, and why I'm picking on Robbie as well, because we are a couple of days into the end of the month, and Robbie, give us a big wave. He is the leader of this month's competition at 500 over dollars in profit. So we do run a trading competition every month with a top prize of a $2,000 cash prize, right? So Robbie is not a first-time winner; he's a quite, I would say, regular winner already. I look forward to see you win again this month and several months on as well. Okay. So if you want to trade, make money on your trades, and also win a trading competition for an extra $2,000, make sure you join Traders Club. I won't go through all the details because most of you already know the info there. Okay, so let's look at the charts. Looking at the charts. All right, there you go. This is the US CAD on a daily time frame. US CAD on a daily time frame. What you see is that there's been, can you actually see? It's small. Let me zoom in one for you. All right. US CAD on a daily time frame. It's been moving off the 1.3518 level, going lower. Currently at 1.3395. Okay, but there is approaching that support level of 1.3344. Very strong support level. The last time it was there was early June. Hit that level and bounced straight off. I'll have to zoom out a little bit. It's a bit hard to see, but the last time it bounced off this level was in March, early March. Bounced off this level and went straight towards 1.45. And since in the late half of 2019, it struggled to break above 1.3344. So this support, previously resistance level, is very significant. That's also one of the reasons why I highlighted it in blue for you to really notice it and pay attention. All right, so at 1.3344, very significant support level. What I expect is that we could see it sit at this level and turn up from 1.3344 upwards towards the first target of 1.3518. Okay, so that would be an interesting trade. If it does turn up, you could be looking at about 60, 70 pip stop loss for a possible 120 pip, 130 pip take profit. Again, it's a 1-to-2 risk reward ratio there. In the medium to longer term, we could see that as a very good play. If it does break below, I would be actually even more interested in this. Okay, why? It's because it's going to be following that trend that has started since mid of March. So since the mid of March, the US CAD has been slowly, progressively dropping down. Right now it's dropped over 111. No, actually, how many pips was that? It's 111,170 pips. Okay, 117 pips. So it's been dropping down all the way. If it breaks below 1.3344, it could be a very nice move down. Again, your stop loss of maybe 100 pips to a take profit of 280, 290, or even 300. A risk reward of 1 to 3. Following trend, breaking a strong support, we could see that move very nicely downwards. Okay, but it does need to react to this 1.3344 level before we come to a decision of whether to buy or to sell at this point. Bearing in mind that my view for the US dollar is short to medium term weakness. In the longer term, still expecting that rebound, expecting the stimulus, expecting more tools to come in to push the US dollar back up. So I do think that we could see it break lower, hopefully for that 300 pip, but maybe even halfway before that quick rebound back up again. Okay, so maintain that flexibility for the US CAD. We could be seeing that kind of trades depending on what happens at this 1.3344 level. Make sense so far? Any questions in the chat? Good stuff. Thanks, Robbie, for the comment about the Traders Club. All right. Okay, so that was a US CAD on the daily time frame on the H4. It looks the same as it had, and it actually looks like it's bouncing off this support as well. That's also one of the reasons why I think that it's possibly going to hit up towards the 1.3518 level, but it does need a little bit more confirmation again. Okay, so that trade idea, buying up, if it bounces off the support, or selling down if it breaks the support level, keep that in mind. That could be quite a nice trade coming up. Looking at oil, WTI oil, it's sitting at this 41.08 level. The last time, several weeks ago when I spoke about it, I was saying that it was going to climb up or bounce back down, but it's going to trade within this range. I don't think it's going to be significantly going to move significantly off this 41.08 level. It's probably going to stay in this range. I do believe that it might come back down a little bit, possibly not towards the 35, 39 level, but come back down slightly, maybe just towards 39 flat, and then maybe bounce back up again. So it's probably going to stay in this 40 range with not real impacts onto how the US CAD is going to do. So right now we see that oil is not influencing the pricing on the Canadian dollar that much. Okay, also because we haven't seen much external shocks coming in to influence the pricing of oil as well. All right, any other questions? If not, okay, good stuff. Jonathan, take it back.
Sure. Okay. Okay, so I've just launched another poll here. I would appreciate your review on today's session. If you like what just happened, okay, for the past half an hour, okay, just bear in mind that we do this every day at 11 a.m. free of charge. Okay, I believe that will benefit you with your trading to start the day off with some plan in mind. Okay, and if you want to take your trading to the next level, don't forget there's the Traders Club where, you know, ideas that shared by Jin today, okay, we realized that there's more waiting for the setup to happen. When setups actually do happen, we do post more analysis in the LCMS Traders Club. So highly recommended that you join us there. And if you want to further your trading to even the next level, we do offer one-to-one coaching as well. And if you also want to earn some money on the side without having to do anything, just remember we also have our managed account Forex Briefcase available for you. Okay, links are posted in the chat above. Okay, so yep, thank you for joining us today. Special shout out to Ho-Sun who just had his birthday yesterday. Ho-Sun, say hi to everyone. Oh, I think he just lagged a bit.
Hi. Thank you.
So Ho-Sun also has been working very closely with us with both LCMS traders and Forex Briefcase. So yep, very much appreciated as well. Okay, so yep, have a good Friday, have a good weekend. See you guys again next Monday at 11 o'clock. Thank you guys.